Hey everybody, I just wanted to give my 2 cents real quick. Not a lot of verbiage about this, about what happened last night on YouTube that I've seen so far anyway. I haven't done a lot of scrolling about it, but Neo and Realist, he's kind of covering it and breaking it down. But so, last night a Trump supporter, a Patriot Prayer member, was murdered in cold blood in Portland. You can hear in the background they say, "Hey, we got a Trumper. Here's a Trumper." Where? Right here. Boom, boom. Just killed the dude. And then Joey Gibson. I don't know how the time lined up. If this was before, during, after, if Joey even knew what had happened with his fellow group member being shot. I don't know if this was all going down at the same time or not, but there's also video where, Joey and a female and another guy were being, kind of chased down the street, and they had to run into a business. The people were really, ready to attack it. There was a couple people who talked them out of it. But, this is real. This is here. It's here and now. We are living in it. We are here. We are the generation. And I guess my point to all of it is, when or are we, or do we, or how does this work? How's this going to work out? How's this going to play out? Because I'm tired of it. I'm frustrated. I'm tired. I always say, fight the good fight, fight the good fight. We're definitely not a communist nation, and we're not going to be a communist nation, and there's got to be a fight against it. Then I think about the Bible prophecy and all the persecution that we're going to go through. And I'm like, well, are we going to fight back against it? Or is this just, this is part of it? I don't know. My mind, I can't wrap my head around everything that this could be right now. But my heart, my heart cries out. Like I sit here in East Tennessee, and there's nothing going on in my neighborhood. I got some trouble with my work. They're wanting to start trouble with me about the mask thing, and I'm just not going to do it. It's not going to happen. But that's beside the point. That's the small, teeny tiny picture. And the fact of the matter is this. If you're like me and you're sitting here in some small town and there's not a lot of crap going on, then you're like, what's the point? What does it matter? But it has to matter to somebody. At some point, some of us have to decide that it matters. Whether we're in Eastern Tennessee, Kentucky, Central Missouri, I don't give a crap where you're at. It's going to happen eventually if it doesn't matter right now. Nobody's going to listen to this. 20 people are going to watch this video, and I don't care. Because I have to say something. I can't keep it inside any longer. I get these wild ideas all the time. I'm like, I want to drive to Washington, D.C. On my next day off, I'm gonna drive to Louisville. I'm gonna go somewhere. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna stand up and say something. But there's nowhere to say it where anybody's gonna listen when I'm just one person. I could go out here on 66 right now. I could go out here on this 6 lane of all these people leaving the Smoky Mountains. Everybody's leaving today. It's Sunday. I could go down there and I could stand on the side of the road and I could scream until I'm hoarse. But it's not going to matter when it's me by myself. And I just want to know how far we're going to let this go before it's just me. And you over here in Idaho, and you out here in Missouri that feels like I do, or you in Arkansas, or you in Texas. What about all these people in Washington that gathered up yesterday and they put on a march and one of them's dead this very night? It's a civil war happening in our country, people, and just because it's not to your town yet doesn't mean that it doesn't exist.